Hi everyone, welcome to Mermaid Radio. You are listening to this week's Universal Energy Reading using the 16 Cowrie and the Veve Prophecy Cards. I am Mami Olufunke. Hi everyone, I pray that you had a wonderful last 2 weeks, and this is our Universal Energy Reading for this time. The 4th of July is coming, which is the U.S. holiday of independence. So the holiday weekend, the 4th of July, Independence Day, is coming up this week. And I pray everyone can be safe, comfortable, get together with friends and family, and make merry. Ashe. So this next 2 weeks, short message for the next 2 weeks says, don't create distractions to use as an excuse in case you fail. And so that we need not get caught up in other people's, what they need to get done. For the most part, human beings are helpful to one another, and so that we need to not take up helping someone so that we can say, oh, if I wasn't helping them, I could have got it done. If I wasn't watching this TV show or the news or playing a game, then I could have got it done. And that's why. And that's, we don't want to make excuses so that we can say, well, it's okay that we failed, because that's not true. And it's not fair to us. It's not fair to the projects, the natural inclinations that we have to get things done, to write a book, to write poetry, to dance, to sing, to start a corporation, to start a business. It would be better if we schedule time for distractions, playing a little game or going out with friends, and rather than just going out any old time and playing games all the time. Ashe. The Universal Energy Reading for the planet in these next 2 weeks sees a Cowrie on the mat and Maza Orumila in the Veve Prophecy cards. We need to focus, set goals, and know the planet's work and purpose, which is to, I can't say that it's not for us to enjoy and live on and be happy with. We need to set goals for the fact that we want to stay on this planet. We have to have a plan, and we have to work that plan. A Cowrie says that things can be good for us on this world, that things are good for us, really. In real time, things are good. In most places on the planet, there's peace. We have innovations in health and longevity, so that people can live longer and healthier lives. We know what to do and what not to do. And so we have to set goals so that we can stay here on this planet, and we can have the planet support us with clean air, clean water, healthy foods. These are the things that we need to get on board with, so that in our lifetimes we can be happy and comfortable, and our children, as we leave them here to this world, they can be healthy and happy and on into the future. Whether the planet is going to survive or not, or the sun is going to survive or not, we don't really need to worry about that, because right now is all we have. And the sun is there, and we are on this planet, and the planet is functioning properly right now. And that's all we have. So the future and tomorrow, and that's all dreams and fantasies. let's pray for a continued existence, continued life on this earth mother. Ashe. The universal energy reading for the people in the next 2 weeks sees 4 Cowrie on the mat and Azaka Ezili Oshun. So 4 Cowrie says we will be spinning our wheels. We will work. We will be spinning our wheels to get things done with other people. It might, Azaka Ezili Oshun says aggravation. So if we are running against ourselves, if we're doing things to ourselves that scatter our chances for happiness, that delays our chances for joy, when we're dealing with other people, we can give up our chance for joy so that they can be happy. And that's not going to work, because then you'll be spinning your wheels to, not see a reward because the person is not worthy, not more worthy than you, and the person has used up your time, your resources, your energy, and you're going to be aggravated and upset. So I would say at this time, people, we need to look out for the skin we're standing in and what we can do best to realize how to get things done, and do the things that make us happy, so that if it does turn out we're spinning our wheels, at least at the end of it, we should have something to show for, and we will be happy. Ashe. The universal energy reading for love in the next 2 weeks sees 7 Cowrie on the mat. 7 Cowrie says, mind your business. It says, don't help people unless they ask you. Okay? It's in love. In love. Don't help people unless they ask you. Don't surprise people. Don't show up at their job, their home. Don't, pop the question, will you marry me, unless you have known the person long enough and well enough that they will not be aggravated by the question. Aizan Ezili Oshun is about artistry. It's about beautifying yourself, your surroundings. Say what's beautiful, wear what's beautiful, and speak about beautiful things, beautiful times. Embellish where your love is concerned. Treat it like a work of art, something that you are building on to for the long haul. Ashe. The universal energy reading for money also sees 7 Cowrie on the mat and Ogun Shango in the Veve prophecy, where people are going to see you, how you deal with your money. Do you have any? Do you not have any? Do you have enough to support your lifestyle? Because if you don't, and you are out trying to show off for people or show out, then you're going to be found out. People are going to see you. They're going to know that you're fronting. People are going to know that you're fronting and that you really cannot sustain that, and that you're just trying to be like something you're not. So where your money is concerned, kind of mind your business. Try to make a killing in the market, but a killing for some people might be $50 a day, and for some people it might be $50,000 a day. But do what you can and be happy with what you can get done. Because if you don't, you're going to look crazy in the next 2 weeks. Ashe. The universal energy reading for career sees 8 Cowrie on the mat and Olokun Ezili Oshun in the Veve prophecy cards. So where your career is concerned, you have a plan and you need to follow it. You need to move through your work as a dance. You need to familiarize yourself with the steps that you need to take to make yourself better and better and better. And then you need to follow those steps and those guides so that you can, people, will like the way you move. Shay. The universal energy reading for health and well-being sees 10 Cowrie on the mat, and Olodumare Yemoja in the Veve prophecy card. So here 10 Cowrie says, we're crying over spilled milk for not really a good reason. We have angels all around us. They're helping us to make the right decisions about food, diet, exercise, and that if we can follow and be still in that guidance, then our health will be good. 10 Cowrie sometimes says that people around us are going to need prayer and ritual in order to survive some of the things that is going on with them. And so we have to look out for ourselves and for others. We really need to eat right. We need to eat right, and we need to exercise. A woman was talking on my Instagram, was it? One of these platforms, about how movement, just a little walking. If you don't walk or don't move around, you are more likely to develop dementia, she said. Was it 30% more likely in the next 5 years? So we need to move. Her speaking about that, maybe she did some kind of research and she knows what she's talking about. I don't know this lady, but it sounded about right to me, that if you move, if you get up and go every day and feel strong and healthy in your body, that you will be more likely to keep your memory, to keep your ability to think and create new connections in the brain, and support the old connections in the brain, and just be alive. Look forward to life. Don't complain so much about, the little aches and pains, and even the big aches and pains. Try not to exacerbate your pain by eating wrong and whatever, it tastes good and stuff like that, because we have to live in ourselves, and life in these bodies that we are living in is not easy if we don't care for ourselves. So, and this week is the 4th of July. It's barbecue weekend, and it's a lot of beer and soda. If it's hot, it's going to be a lot of ice cream, and so we have to be careful of our sugar. We have to be careful of the fats, cholesterol, especially some of us eat like that all the time, so we have to really pay heed so we don't have to cry over spilled milk, and that we won't need a whole prayer vigil over us so we can survive. And survival means just that. It does not mean healing. So keep yourself healed up, keep yourself healthy. These things and more I pray for all of us. Ashe. The universal energy reading for spiritual development sees 12 Cowrie on the mat, and Olokun Agbao rune in the Veve prophecy cards. 12 Cowries talks about in spiritual development. It talks about negative magic being worked, and it doesn't necessarily mean somebody else is working it against us. I mean, we also sabotage ourselves, and we don't do our prayers, we don't do our rituals, we don't do the things that we're supposed to be doing as believers in Ifa, Orisha, Voodoo, in any system. It doesn't really matter which one. We need to take advantage of good ideas and advice. and not resist the good ideas and advice. We need to make use of our talents and abilities. We need to write books, paint artworks, encourage other people to, dance, teach a class or take a class. Olokun Agbaorun talks about retardation. I wonder about the people on the world. I remember there was a whole campaign about no-brainer. And for Ifa and Orisha people, depending on what you know, that is really detrimental. This whole no-brainer. How can you dare speak about the holder of your Ori, in such a way that you're not going to bother to think about it? You just let somebody else say that, yes, it's good, and you just go along with it. No, we have to do our research. We have to remember we ate this thing last time and got a pain in our stomach. So we're not going to eat it again, And if we do, we're going to find out, was it spoiled? Am I allergic to something in it? We have to really try to understand, is it too acidy? Is it too oily? Why is it hurting me? And we have to think about these things. We can't say it's a no-brainer and take a Pepto-Bismol, because that might help us right in the moment, but what's going to help us in the long run? So with spiritual development, we get, and when you do the whole no-brainer thing, you get atrophy, because now, everything, you're not using the stuff, so it just kind of settles and sits. It's not ready to act. You don't keep your spirit world ready to act on your behalf because you let it just sit. So let us take care of ourselves. Let us not cast negative magic against people. And I saw this year that it's really against the law for this year to cast negative things, to say negative things, to think negative things about people. So in this year, it would be horrible. Also, 12 Cowries talks about sexually transmitted disease. So we do have to be careful of that. If you're getting initiated, please get your own razors. Because sharing is out of the question. It's just out of the question. I won't explain that story again because the last time I explained it, one of my followers, one of my subscribers, says that it was horrible information. And I don't want to traumatize anyone. But I will say, do get your own. If they tell you to get one, please get one. If they don't tell you to get one anyway. Because, you might need it. And what else? Yes, let's be careful of, if we're at rituals, and we're doing any kind of blood sacrifice. If anybody gets cut, do be careful of that as well. What else? Any kind of blood, bodily fluid transfer situations, beware. With 12 Cowrie on the mats. 12 Cowries, a Shango thing. So sometimes Shango is arrogant, and so that's where, and he's not listening, resisting good ideas, resisting good information. So we have to be aware of mindset. Take care of ourselves. Ashe. This has been Mami Olufunke's Universal Energy Reading. I thank you for listening today. I pray this information is useful. And if you like it, please subscribe to know when the next video is available. Happy holidays, everyone. Enjoy the 4th of July weekend. Be careful with fireworks. Odabo.